I can't stand when, okay, sorry. I moved the camera. We lost the video I started with, so I will start all over again. You are watching Moving Forward with Audrey now. This is a transformational, healing podcast. I am Audrey. I am, I'm an evolving soul. I'm a born mystic intuitive, a healer, a clairvoyant, an artist, an author, a writer, an experimenter. I poke around in the quantum realm when I can do that. We are now fiddling around on the planet with different timelines, whether you listen to various beings channeled that are self acknowledged from other planets, which we, by the way, we do have beings from other planets on this planet at this time and have been for thousands of years. Are they all walking around the way I might be? No, not necessarily. Most people would be terrified. But they will be arriving. That I could tell you. So in the meantime, the topic for this show, this podcast, is transhumanism and possible effects of that. Now, I'm not going to move the screen anymore because I canceled stuff out, which I don't know how I did. So if you don't know by now, I am excellent in a lot of areas. Technical is not my most expertise. So to do the breathing attunement, put your hand on your heart. I look to show you that, see, hand on the heart. And that way your focus will go here. So what we're going to do is a slow inhalation, a slower retention, and a slower release, exhalation. We'll do that about 4 times. And the purpose is to slow you down and have you be centered, have your heart brain aligned with your mind brain. And the heart brain, by the way, is stronger and actually guides the head brain. Learn more about this at the Heart Math Institute. They are the experts. And I also feel it also aligns with your gut brain. And so there are 3 different brains, so to speak, in the body: heart, head, and gut. Heart is the most important and the strongest. So sit comfortably. Oh, if you are doing something like watching a child, taking care of a pet, making food, have a knife in your hand because you're cutting an apple, or if you're driving a vehicle and all that, obviously pay attention to that. And then, because this is a podcast, so it's recorded for you, so you'll be able to look at it later. Really look at this when you can devote some of your energy to it. Now, for those of you who want everything done in 2 seconds, that's not life. That's just not life. I will ask you this because this is for adults. Do you want an orgasm for only 2 seconds? If that's what you want, this is definitely not your channel, because I don't advocate that. I advocate allowing yourself to really breathe fully and experience your life fully. And yes, if you're in the process of having an orgasm, not necessarily now. Do I recommend for only 1 second? No. I recommend getting as much pleasure and putting into it your heart, soul, and being and doing it. And if you're not doing it with that, then ask yourself, why are you having sex with this person? What are you doing? That's a whole other show. And yes, I have a workshop on that. It's my 2nd workshop: Sexuality, Sensuality, Spirituality, Stupendous Sex. And the link for that is Audrey Now, AudreyNow.com/sex, SEX. And am I teaching you how to do all this stuff? Not per se, maybe a teeny little bit. But I'm guiding you so that you can be, whatever healthy might mean, which again is another conversation, have healthy sex. And as I said, that's for another show. Now, okay, put your hand on your heart, which I'm not going to show you because I disconnected the recording. I'm not doing it again. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Retain, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Retain, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, continue breathing at your own pace and notice how you feel. Generally, people feel more centered, more grounded, and even more uplifted. So and you don't want to do this as fast as you can. Actually, as you practice and do this daily, you can take a little longer time with each part. This isn't to in any way create stress. Do it in a natural way, and you will find that one, you're bringing more oxygen into your body if you're actually breathing from your diaphragm, not with your shoulders that's not breathing. It's breathing into your diaphragm. And I would show it to you, but I don't want to stop the recording on this side. Techie isn't my best expertise. This is. So allow yourself to practice this. In this time of massive shift with an F, massive shift, S-H-I-F-T, and change, it is very important that we know how to center ourselves, ground ourselves, and lift ourselves. We are multi-dimensional beings, all of us. And yes, all of us are made of energy and light. Every single being, even things I don't like cockroaches, and no. Okay, and yes, I will dispense them, okay? I live in Costa Rica, and now and then one shows up and they, okay, not a fan. So I apologize, but I will send it off, which is why I don't tend to walk barefoot. I tend to wear slippers with a strong sole. Okay, you figure that out. And then and so as we learn to get more centered within ourselves and lifting our frequency, and a lot of people ask me, so how do I lift my frequency? All of the breathing attunements I teach, maybe not the Kabbalah Bhakti, that brings energy, okay? That's another yogic breathing. So maybe not that one as much. Will all help you lift your frequency, all of it. So allow that. And another way to lift your frequency, okay, I live in Costa Rica. So, and I live in the African Caribbean coast of Costa Rica, where people of diverse looks and complexions and backgrounds and cultures and hair and all of that live. Because for me, that's family. There are other areas that are mostly white, And I know this is my complexion. Look, I can tell, I can see, I do know. But that's not family for me. That's just one aspect. Okay? And it doesn't matter where and how I was born. That's just a starting point. And it's the same for you. It's simply your starting point. It is certainly not your essence. So, me, I'm connected by choice to many different beings and cultures and aspects globally and beyond. So make sure you're doing your breathing attunement. And for those of you who do want to uplift your frequency, this is one of the best ways to do it. And anyone can do this. I do the lifting process lots of times, one of my favorites. I actually have a whole little video on that on my website, which is Audrey Now, AudryeNow.com. Go find it. I'm not the one that knows where to point. Well, that's that's not me. Okay, and allow yourself to do it. And because this is the time, and everyone can do this. Does that mean everyone is doing that? Not necessarily. It's a choice. So, our affirmation, which is a statement of power and intent, that anyone of any background, of any gender orientation, sexual orientation, okay, can do. I am evolving beautifully. I am evolving beautifully. I am evolving beautifully. And you allow it to happen. I evolve beautifully. I am evolving beautifully. My evolution enhances the planet. As I evolve, the world evolves. I connect with everyone else evolving. We are evolving beautifully because we are all connected. Everything. Even the ones you go, that thing. Yes. So if you're concerned about your perception, of somebody's negative, hurtful, harmful energy, rather than, I'm going to fight it. No. No, and I'm a woman who's been in a lot of marches. Civil, please, civil rights marches, anti-war marches, women empowerment marches, many, many. Remember, I'm in my 8th decade. I've been around for a second or two, right? And I'm not saying not to do that. There's a place for that. But the way is to create, as Buckminster Fuller said, known as Bucky, is to find a better way and advocate, teach that, be that, do that. This whole business of combating climate change, I actually find that a ridiculous phrase. I think it's to me, it's DNS, dumb and stupid. I mean, what do? Get out and punch at a cyclone? No. You live a life and you enhance what needs to be so the planet heals. The planet is at a, I don't want to say crisis. You can call it a healing crisis, a healing nexus. This is a time to heal and uplift frequency. I know a lot of other healers, when they're talking to their followers, call them beautiful souls. I'm going to do that a lot more, so I'm not thinking people are DNS, because that's not helping anyone, definitely not helping me. And I prefer to put higher energy into the world, which means me working on me and transforming my own judgments about anything. And yes, that's part of what I am doing. So that's our affirmation for today. Oh, I did not bring, I meant to, I did not bring with me, oh, I did not. Okay, any of the, I meant to, but they're not here, they're in another room. So I don't have my frequency stones with me, or my latest paintings, but I do have this book. What if you are and life is miraculous? I did the art. The absolutely amazing Yvette Wasserman did all the design, including the letters. Ta-da! This book, I originally did it for kids. I've since discovered that adults, seniors, teens, everybody loves it. So you can get it. What letter should I look at? Okay, I opened to A. Interesting. My name's Audrey. Okay, so it begins astronomically always / here we are. What if? What if you are absolutely adorable, audacious, able, ancient, alight, astounding, attractive, actualized, astronomical, and anciently, amazingly, always. So it goes through the alphabet. I do have in it how to use the book. The one, I still have a few original books left. They're printed on 100% post-consumer recycled paper. So no, you can't get this book for 2 cents. It costs way more than that to print. We actually saved 8 large trees in the printing. We didn't use any trees up. I have directions for teachers, for parents, for whatever on how to use the book. And yes, we do have testimonials because I understand people want to see testimonials. We even have an award for, you see it? A publishing award. So yes, any of the things I show here, pretty much, if I tell you you can receive them, you can. And you can reach me through my email, Audrey Now, AudryeNow @gmail. Okay, I don't know what that weird noise is. @gmail.com. So, let's talk about transhumanism. And the person I consider more expert than myself is Greg Braden. There are many others. But I do feel the importance of this and that I'm going to comment on it. So what is transhumanism? Transhumanism is the term being given to, there are people that are advocating this. I'm not going to give their names because I'm not advocating this. And that is, there are people who think they need to put doodads and whatnot in their body to make things easier. I've actually read about people that have put artificial stuff in their fingers and in their hands so they don't have to turn a doorknob, they don't have to push codes. And do I always remember codes? No, I don't remember passwords, okay? Not all of them, and all of that. So they don't have to do that. They just wave a finger or whatever they do, and it happens. I mean, I had cataract surgery, and the full I'm from the United States, and according to the insurance I had, company begins with an H. I'm not going to name names. I don't know if you can be sued. I have no intention of being sued. But the insurance I had, I guess, was the basic, that they would only take care of one eye or nearsighted or farsighted or whatever it is. And I'm nearsighted, and I had some astigmatism and all this. So I got the free one. The one that you pay for was $2,000. And I tend to fly from Costa Rica to the United States. That's at least $1,000 for me, because I also bring certain vegan food with me from the States to Costa Rica, which means 2 suitcases filled with certain foods I am not always able to get in Costa Rica. And yes, I am mostly raw vegan. And so I like eating what I eat, and I eat organically for the most part. And I love Costa Rica food, by the way. But certain things don't exist. Like certain things I get here in Costa Rica, I can't get them in the States. And when I'm in the States, I miss it also. So, in terms of this transhumanism, or like first with the cataract surgery, I got the one you could pay for, not pay for. And as a result, I don't see anywhere near as well as I would like to, despite cataract surgery. Even with the glasses that I get the prescription for from the people who did the surgery, nowhere near well enough. So if you have the finances and you're getting cataract surgery, and depending on your insurance and blah, 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 get the one that they guarantee they're going to fix the eyes thoroughly and you will see fully clearly, because I do not. And I would love to. Was I going to pay $2,000? I did not have a spare $2,000 hanging out at the time to do that. Do I regret that? Yes, no. I would rather have fully clear eyes and be able to see. And then I would have had less finances to fly and see people important to me, like members of my family and things of that nature. So back to transhumanism, which is different than an operation. I don't think it's a good idea. When I read that we humans are what we will call scalable, like if we don't know something and there's a ton of things we don't know, humans who think that we know everything, oh my gosh, let me tell you, so no, so no. And that people will say, we don't know everything about the solar system. If you know a dot about the solar system, it's a lot. But when we don't know anything, the brain, our ability, will keep opening and finding a way to learn. So that's why you'll never find, when you're using our abilities, the edge of the universe, because the minute you're looking for it, it'll grow more and more because you're looking for it. If as human beings or scientists are looking for the smallest, smallest, smallest particle, that also will not be able to be found, because we are scalable. Our brains work in a scalable way. It'll get littler and littler. And we may not have the equipment to see it, but that's what it is. With transhumanism, they're using different metals to make these things. Those are not scalable. Whatever its ability is, that's what it is. So right off the bat, like at the moment, it might seem, oh my gosh, look what we can do, holy cow. Be like Data from Star Trek, whichever Star Trek it was, because there were a couple of them. That could be fun, that could be exciting, that could be interesting, but in the long run, no, it's not going to work. Plus which, it's that whole use it or lose it. If people stop using our abilities, our brain, the ability to read, the ability to do handwriting, which I understand is not being taught in some schools, I think it's a mistake, because writing by hand, penmanship, affects the brain in a particular way. Those people, the young, they're not going to get that. They'll get something else, but they won't get that. Now, does that mean better, worse? Nah. Better, worse is a whole opinion, and it depends on a whole lot of whatever. We're going to be going, our species is going into other planets, we'll be going into other solar systems, we're going to be taking huge steps. We already are. We're going to be needing new abilities. We're going to be needing new talents, new gifts. If we weren't doing any of this transhumanism business, we may be able to develop some of them ourselves. And if we are using this other, it can be built in. And there might be people, say we're on an Alpha Centauri, which is a whole distant galaxy with a different star. People who might be going there, not quite yet, but relatively soon, they will be looking differently than we are. They will be breathing differently than we are. Their bodies will be different than ours are, because to live there comfortably without spacesuits, They can't be what we are because we can't breathe some of what they breathe there. So I can't say, and I'm not going to say what is the best for that. That is going to be what our species decides on a situation by situation by situation basis. It would be extremely uh, presumptuous for me to say there's only one way. There isn't. And we have multiple timelines. People can be shifting and different talents. We could learn how to do this. And we have the ability, by the way, within our own brain, how to shift what we are. I was shown years ago, that we, as we are now, have the ability to breathe underwater, not with all that equipment and stuff, with our own little noses or big noses and our own lungs, to be able to breathe underwater, to be able to fly through the air, to be able to walk through a door, not with it open, just be able to go through and change our molecular structure. Do most of us know how to do that now? No, most of us do not know how. Is it possible? Yes. Do I think most people have the patience to learn that? I'm going to say beautiful souls rather DNS people. Okay? Beautiful souls. How many people do you know that have the patience to do that? Do you have the patience to learn that, to go through whatever it takes? So, I think a small amount of people actually have the patience to learn these various things. On my courses, I have 3 online courses at the moment. The Morph course, Morph into the Magic of Self-Love, Soul, Essence, Self, Ego, Personality, Self, Sex course, Sexuality, Sensuality, Spirituality, Stupendous Sex, and the third course, Ism Freedom, Be Free of the Causes and Effects of Racism, Sexism, and Other Isms. The minimum, the minimum that one has to do to really, quote unquote, get the course is to listen to the half-hour audio that I supply and do what it says. And there's a 10-minute space in it. Okay, now and then it's 9 minutes, but about 10 minutes where you get to do your own meditation and breathing attunement, either based on what we've already taught or other things. There's also writing, there's breathing, there's a lot in the course. Do most people want to devote a full 30 minutes for each day of the course? Not necessarily. Some want it in only 3 minutes. That's not up to me. I'm going to say, if you are unwilling to invest in you, go look at how much you love yourself. Go look at how much you want your life to be wonderful. If you're going to ask me, do I always want to invest a half hour? No, I don't. What I do are breathing attunements every day of one kind or another, sometimes for a longer period of time, sometimes a shorter. And overall, I do put that energy in. But to many other people, some do. Some absolutely not. They want to quick, fast. Well, they'll tell you, my life is so busy, I can't do anything. They're like a dog running after its tail. What's that going to get you? You'll bite your own. All right, I'm going to clean that word up that I was going to say. What's at the base of the tail? That's what you'd bite. Okay? You'd bite your own tail. Is that what you want? I doubt it. So, with love, you can do your own research on transhumanism. And I know there are certain people, I am not naming them, who think it's the wave of the future. I feel that our species may have some that go transhumanistic and others that stay more biological. Will there be times when all of us are using something? I had cataract surgery. So I do think a lot of people will have something. But that's not the same. It's different. It's different. This is an ongoing conversation. And it's very important for our species to come to an enlightened decision because this stuff is happening now. It's like this whole thing with climate change. How many people are actually taking steps? Are you taking steps in your own life to prevent climate change? Do you buy recycled paper products? Is the toilet paper you buy made from recycled paper? Even in Costa Rica, we have paper made from that. Is that what most people buy? Not yet. Not yet. So look at yourself before you're pointing fingers all over the place. You know, it's one. When you point to one out, there are four facing inward. So deal with the self first. So now I thank you, I thank you, I thank you, I thank you. My request is that if you like what you're learning here, please hit the like, love button so you get the heart. I love the heart with the little red outline, or just the like is good. And then definitely hit subscribe. That's like a game. Play, 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 share, 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 win, win, win. I created that phrase in a course I was in. So, yes, I created the phrase so I can use it. Play, 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 share, 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 win, win, win. And that's for all of us. The more help I can get with this, I can put guests on. We can go beyond. We don't have to rely on my ability with technical stuff. We can do more stuff um, and allow that. So I bless you. I thank you for your attention. I thank you for your intention to evolve and grow. I thank you for your beauty. I thank you for participating and being one of the people choosing to evolve and therefore evolving. Thank you.